My name is Harry Maher and I work for the Department for Communities managing the shared housing programme, which sits within Housing Division. The current shared housing intervention stems from what was called the Together Building United Community Strategy, and it's a Northern Ireland executive strategy. So what that contained was a set of headline actions which were devolved to different departments, arm's length bodies and councils, but it's really a kind of peace map for good relations in Northern Ireland since the Good Friday Agreement. Well, we would have responsibility for many facets. It's one of the biggest departments with over 8,000 staff, so we would have responsibility for pensions and benefits, housing regeneration, but for us it's really housing. So we have what's called the Social Housing Development Programme, and from that each year we try to deliver about 1,950 social housing units, and we try to establish at least 200 of those as shared, and that equates to about 10 to 12 housing estates. Well, segregation is a long running facet and it's kind of outworking of the Northern Ireland Troubles. Today in Belfast, around 90% of housing executive estates are segregated. So what we're trying to do here is offer that choice to people who want to live in a mixed religion neighbourhood to do it. And we look at surveys such as the Northern Ireland Life and Time survey, which would be carried out by Queen's University and Ulster University. And every year it shows a high percentage of people, around 78%, who, if given that option, would prefer to live in a mixed religion neighbourhood. So we are now providing that option through the shared housing programme. So the Together Building United Community Strategy, which we'll refer to as TBUC as the acronym, basically tasked us with delivering 10 shared neighbourhood schemes. The draft programme for government was being developed, so I was asked to include additional shared commitments within the programme for government. So we identified a target of the 1,950 units that we would try and deliver 200 of those as shared. So since the original TBUC 10 shared schemes, we have now grown the programme to 69 shared schemes, and we will be going into start the programme, the 23-24 shared housing programme. It's the largest project that we've done, and it also brings with it a lot of stakeholders. The St Patrick's site was gifted to then the Office of the First and Deputy First Minister, which is now the Executive Office, back after the Hillsborough Castle Agreement. I think it was around 2015, with the conditions that the sale of the site to any department should be of a tangible benefit to the Northern Ireland peace process. So around 2015, then we went in and purchased the site. I think it was 2015 to 2017. We completed a business case and went in and purchased the site from OFM DFM. Now with that came a lot of stakeholders such as the PSNI, the Mid and East Antrim Council, the Northern Regional College. So we're working as a programme board to deliver multiple services, not just housing from that site. But what it did, the site itself kind of separated the north and south of the town. So we're trying to open that up, and we have done that already through creating a thoroughfare and a main road through the site itself. So you can see that it's going to bring a lot of new services, a lot of council services going to co-locate to the site. There's going to be a new leisure centre. The PSN are looking to develop a new command centre on the site. Of course, there's going to be housing. I think it's around about 120 social units on that site. And then there's going to be training and employment opportunities for the wider Ballymena community. But importantly, with our shared housing, we provide funding which is called Good Relations Support Funding. And that allows the housing associations who are developing the homes to work with the local communities to develop a 5-year good relations plan that is not only delivered to the new tenants who are coming onto the St Patrick's site, but to all communities within a 5-mile radius of the site. It can be cumbersome at times, but it does ensure that everybody's kept involved and engaged. One of the key things that we do through shared housing is to establish an advisory group, and that creates an open forum for local politicians, third sector organisations, schools, sporting organisations. We don't have an exhaustive list, to come together to help advise and inform the delivery of the Good Relations Plan over its 5-year long life. I think there's a fantastic nuance to a former military site which would have been closed to the public to be made open, and to be made open as a shared space, which is very, very important. Not only will it bring the housing to the site, which will bring people onto the site again, but it will bring also shared spaces, shared services to the wider community. So there's that nice nuance of what was formerly a kind of closed-off military site being accessible to the wider public and being seen now as a shared space rather than somewhere where there's there's a military presence as a result of the troubles. We would normally work towards what's called programme for government outcomes, and for shared housing it's all around we're a diverse society, that kind of thing. But really, given the high level and the different levels of services that will be delivered from this site, we'll be touching on a lot of programme for government outcomes, such as if a new leisure centre goes in, schools will be using it, there'll be better health outcomes for young people, there'll be training and employment, so there'll be better employment opportunities for citizens of Ballymena. So we'll be working across the whole gamut of the programme for government outcomes. Yeah, we're already looking at other military sites, but we have used the shared housing programs kind of approach to deliver shared housing to develop the wider site. And yes, we do that. We've also hosted other government departments, especially from England, who also have high levels of segregation within their communities along religious lines and stuff like that there. So they're learning from our model too. To say now, it is a well-tested model, given that we have increased the initial scope of 10 schemes up to 69 schemes, and we have a really good reach across Northern Ireland, with about 23% of the programme being delivered in a rural context. We have 5 schemes currently on the way in Ballymena, and the beauty of this is all those schemes are serviced by the one advisory group. We just hope that we can create better opportunities for citizens of Ballymena, where there's better employment opportunities, better health outcomes, basically more to bring both communities together. And when I say both, that's the binary Catholic and Protestant. Although we don't look at that anymore, we look at nationality, ethnicity, and religion across the board. So, what we always say is you can be an Irish Catholic, which is different to a Polish or Lithuanian Catholic. And we kind of hang on to our baggage from the Northern Ireland Troubles. So, really going forward, I just see this as a real opportunity for the wider Ballymena area and a large investment into good relations within that area. And on the back of that will come those employment opportunities, those health opportunities through the other services that will relocate and co-locate onto the St Patrick's site.